earth, a city that I love and adore and have lived in, you know? So it's a joy to bring Mission to New York City, here in the iconic Lincoln Center Plaza.
Angela.
They're going to be the first to receive it, don't you think? Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, they made such an impression. They go to great lengths to bring great stunts to this franchise, and they've achieved it yet again. Not one, but two. Fantastic stunts, and maybe more. You decide. He's just an absolute all-around special guy. He has nothing but love and gratitude, humility in his heart, great, incredible work ethic, very generous soul, and I just adore him.
It's pretty emotional. I mean, with this cast and what the world was going through, what the industry was going through. When Tom and I started this, we were in post-production on Top Gun. We were shooting Dead Reckoning. We were in pre-production on this movie, making all of them at the same time. When we were promoting Dead Reckoning, there wasn't the feeling we're having now because we were still making this movie. So it was almost like you stopped to promote a movie while you were making it. And after such a long period of time, we became such a close-knit family. And it kind of felt like it was never going to end. And this was just what we did for a living. It's very strange. It's a bit of a double-edged sword. I think it's great, frankly, for one of the most unsung art forms in this industry, being stunt performers. There are a lot of very talented people that work on these movies. There are very few people that risk their lives every day while they're doing it, and are working to keep Tom Cruise safe while he's doing it. It's a real art form, and it's great to see it finally getting recognition. There were things I wish I had never suggested that Tom did 19 times. So, and you know the one I'm talking about. Yeah. And he wanted to do it a 20th time, and I said, no. That was the first time I've ever had to tell him, just stop. We've got it. It's in the can. Do not anger the gods. Well, Tom was going to bat for me earlier than that. And, you know, when he and I met, I was quitting the movie business. And I was just swimming upstream. And I've always felt a little bit like an outsider. And Tom was like one of those people who could read my screenplays. I could talk to him about movies, and he understood the language I was speaking. And the support he's given me, the opportunities he's given me, the freedom he's given me to create on these movies. And what's great about Tom is he's a student as much as he is a teacher. You don't come onto these movies with him saying, here's how you make a Tom Cruise movie. He's saying, how do you want to do it? And with each one of these, I've tried to honor what diehard fans of the franchise love, which is it's a different director every time. It's how do we make this movie different? How do we keep expanding it? How do we keep it evolving? And I'm just really grateful for the people that understood what I was doing and let me do that. They came along for the ride, and I'm very grateful.
You know what it feels like to be? It's like graduation day. You know, when you've gone to high school or college for 4 years, this one is 5 years. 5 years. And oddly enough, it was May of 2020 that I got the call. You know, and this is 5 years. Exactly. It's a graduation. It's sad. You know, when you graduate, you're sad because those are your mates that you've seen, you know, through the years. You've developed bonds and shared experiences that I don't know that I'll ever get a chance to again. It's that big. These movies, I don't know if anybody could do them like Tom and McHugh and Paramount Pictures. I mean, there's hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars on the screen, you know, to make sure the audiences are thrilled, entertained, laugh, cry, you know, at the edge of their seats. That's what movie making is about, and it's special. And it's special to make sure that people go see it on the big screen. I don't want to beat a dead horse, but it's not like on your device or at home where you can press pause and go to the bathroom, take a call. You know, it's not. There's something about the suspension of disbelief in a movie theater where if you look away too long, you're going to miss something. So you're just enraptured, you know, you're captivated by the story. And in IMAX, by the grandness of the production value. These guys spare no expense to make sure this looks amazing. It's serious business, and I'll tell you why. We give our lives to our craft. Unfortunately, stunt people literally give their lives. They've lost their lives doing this. It's no joke. People have sacrificed everything. The least the Academy could do is honor that and the illusion, where it's all about illusion, right? The joy of filmmaking is taking something, making it safe, but allowing it to look extremely unsafe. It's Buster Keaton all over again. It's all the great, stunt pioneers. And Tom has taken it to another level. Him, McHugh, and let's not forget Wade Eastwood. Eastwood stunt teams, they've been doing this. Tom picks the best for a reason. These people have our lives in their hands. Their quality means everything to us. So I'm grateful to the Academy for doing that. It's, first of all, it's a bucket list. It's one of those things where, I'd flown a biplane before in the past. I did a sequence in a movie, but this is on a whole nother level. I mean, the stunts, I had to train to fly, even though I don't literally fly mine. Like Tom literally flew his plane, like close to water. I'm like, be careful, dude. You're not just my friend, the co-star, the executive producer, but yeah, you're executive producer. Like, we can't have anything happen to you. It's amazing, but to his credit, man's still alive. And that means something. That means he knows what he's doing, and your safety is paramount to him, pun intended.
We've been around the world with this film so far. The reception has been amazing, thank goodness. And now this is the final stop in New York. I'm very excited. What a great way to finish it off than on American soil. So let's see how you all enjoy it. Oh my gosh. Let me I was so upset, and I wanted to be like, Tom, you want to hold this movie off for about a year or two so that you can, because he's going to win. Like, there's no doubt that he won't win because he's doing, I feel he needs to get at least an honorary, the first one. He deserves the first one, but, he's going to probably most likely do a movie already with a stunt in it, so he's going to win it anyway, so we'll see. It should be the Cruise Award. That's what it should be. Tom and McHugh wanted to make it as big as possible. The stunts are incredible, but it's more than just the stunts. It's the story and the heart behind it, the characters that are there, the lives that are on the line. It's a culmination of, like, all the films put together. It's a journey that you're going to go on. I think they did a great job crafting the story and for you to feel the danger of not just what Tom is going through, but all the characters are going through, especially with the team. And I love that aspect of it. They're great storytellers. That's because we have great chemistry off camera. I love them. They're my family.
Yeah.
It's so great.
Satisfying completion of something that we set out to do, which was to entertain audiences using the latest in technology that was allowed us in terms of the film technique. I don't think there will ever be a man like Tom Cruise ever again in a genre like this. He is our modern day Buster Keaton. It takes my breath away what he does to prepare and sustain that high level of performance as a producer and as a movie star. And I'll take away a sense of what it really means to be a leader on a set, which is to be someone who's devoted to service. I think that he is someone who is the embodiment of knowing that you can't succeed unless everyone around you succeeds, and who actively wants other people to thrive.
The difference between Mission 1 was finding footing, I think, for the franchise, for Tom, for everybody involved. It was a huge undertaking. Over each iteration, they have discovered what they are, and they go deeper and deeper, and they're better and better at doing it. And they call this dude back after 25 years. Now that we have a really great idea of what we're going to do, will you come back and give us your gravitas that you've picked up over the last 25 years and feed that into the production? So it was a gift. And the production itself has gotten deeper and deeper and better and better. The stunts, of course, are more and more intricate and more fascinating.
It was so much fun. He just has, I know everybody knows he has charisma and great energy and everything like that, but he was also so collaborative, and I wasn't expecting the biggest movie star in the world, basically, to be standing, doing his off-camera lines, giving me 100% even when he wasn't on, and it was inspiring. We were trying to figure out the best way to build a rapport quickly, because we had to, exchange a lot of trust and information in a very short period of time. So we were trying to find the best way to do that, and I think it was just we as a team operated really well, and then I think the camera shows that. people put their lives on the line for our enjoyment, essentially. So I'm really glad that they're getting recognized for it. And it's a long time overdue.
I'm lucky enough to work with great people, and one thing that's prevalent is you can always tell when a production is run with love and optimism and creativity, which this is one of those, where everybody is respected. There's sort of a tacit agreement. It's like a sports team, like, all right, we're all here. We've all been training for this our whole lives. We are going to do everything we can to go out there and kick ass and exceed expectations. And Tom, as the star quarterback and the coach and, and the team owner, the whole time he's watching. He and McHugh are scrutinizing the scene, the shots, the script, and they're always workshopping it. And I've never worked with anybody like that, where, usually when you're dealing with these big budgets and these studio features, there's a lot of corporate fear of like, okay, you can shoot the tank scene, but you only get 3 tanks and you only get 8 explosions. And Tom and McHugh will shoot their 8 explosions, and they're like, what if? And they always have the what if available, and that's what makes it so fun, and it retains such a childlike joy. Well, it's about time. I mean, there are things like that and casting, and that you're like, why is it 2025 and we're finally getting to stunts at the Oscars? I mean, McHugh and Tom, we have lost. I lament that we have lost the swashbuckler in modern filmmaking. The audacity and experience and confidence with which they have achieved everything. We were shooting on Tom's 60th birthday in London, and they showed us the cut-together sequence of those biplanes. And we just looked at him and said, it's a good thing you're standing here, because I would not believe you were still alive after those stunts. The fact that he's still here to open the movie, they should invent new prizes for that. I mean, no one will ever come close to what he has done in these movies. I mean, it's quite astonishing. It's such an accomplishment of decades, and just the shooting and production of number 7 and 8, which they did together, is just so gargantuan. I'm so grateful to be a small part of it. I had so much fun shooting my bit in London. My wife Megan came and stayed with me, and I mean, all of a sudden, I'm playing the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, interrogating Tom Cruise in a Mission Impossible movie. It's an absolute dream come true.
Oh my God, so many things happened, but we created incredible bonds with the cast and crew. And it was amazing to develop the character and to get to share the scenes with them and to travel all around the world, It was really special. The action is unbelievable. There is scenes in the air, in the water, incredible fight scenes. There's a lot of very emotional scenes too with close-ups. You want to see it on a big screen, And the music, the sound, in IMAX, in a movie theater, it really takes you, really moves you in a much deeper way. So that has to be seen on the big screen. And everything that they've accomplished, is incredible. And I think stuntmen have to have more recognition. And by the way, Jensen, come here. I'm going to bring him because he taught me how to punch, how to kick for years, even before getting cast in Mission Impossible. And he's done a lot of stunts, and he taught me everything. And we're talking about how it's important that stuntmen are recognized, and the Oscars too.
Yeah, 100%. We're thankful to the Academy that they are now recognizing us in this next Oscars. It's long overdue, so we're all really fortunate for our hard work.
And they risk so much for the actors too. They risk their lives, so it's very important that they get recognition. Oh, I learned so much. I really pushed myself. For years, I trained for years, and I learned a lot also with Christopher McQuarrie, with the way he directs and the way he's an incredible storyteller, and the way he just films people, and he invents a frame and a way of moving the camera that tells a story, and I learned so much with that too,
For me personally, it's a dream. For the character, for the storyline, it's fantastic. It's very exciting. I don't think there's much change there. He's still the same driven, focused individual he was before. He's a movie machine, and that's been the same. The epic quality, I mean, the first one was amazing. I loved it. This one, it's a level up. Here's the biggest movie franchise for in this genre ever. We'd like you to come back and do this. As I was saying, I thought it was a joke. I thought somebody was winding me up, a friend of mine. And when I found out when McQuarrie came on the screen, it was like, get the heck out of here. Although I didn't say heck. But yeah, he knows. But it was amazing. And then as we started working on it, and he filled me in on what he wanted to do and how he wanted to do it, and it's very collaborative. So it was wonderful to be a part of.
It's an incredible feeling of sort of completion and legacy, you know. I mean, this has been 20 years of my life, a portion of my career, you know, a big portion of it. And I'm just so delighted that I'm standing here talking to you now. They wisely waited until Mission Impossible had finished to clear the playing field, because obviously it just would have been a one-horse race if it had been us. That's not to decry the incredible stunt work that goes on elsewhere in the film industry. I'm joking. I think because these kind of sequences are an art in themselves. They take a huge amount of planning, skill, execution, camera work. You know, every department in the film is working on these moments, and they should be rewarded for that. You know, it's a huge part of certain types of cinema, you know, big action cinema. These moments are integral to the effect of those films, so absolutely they should be rewarded. And it's a wonderful thing the Academy have kind of acknowledged that. That's been down to McHugh and me working with the camera. I mean, mainly McHugh. He joined on Ghost Protocol, which was the first time Benji was in the field. And he was able to kind of like be present for all of Benji's evolution as an agent. And rather than him just suddenly become like super adept to everything, he can fight, we didn't do that. We made sure that Benji grew very slowly. And as he went through different things, he got more skill, he got more confident, you know. So in Ghost Protocol, he's like a puppy in the field. He can't wait to wear a mask, and he's all excited. And then through Rogue Nation and through Fallout, he goes through it. It's more emotional. It's much more emotional. And all the little moments, the kind of little nuances, and the detail that McHugh put in. And now I've seen it. I'm seeing it my 5th time tonight because I want to see it with the US crowd. So, and I can't wait. It's like a parallel relationship because I'd never been to Hollywood when I made Mission Impossible 3. So I found myself in Hollywood working with the biggest movie star in the world, the same as Benji found himself in the IMF working with the primo spy in the organization. And that relationship of kind of, the way Benji and Ethan are kind of like how me and Tom are. Like I can say things to Tom that nobody else can, the way that Benji can shout to Ethan. I can make fun of Tom in a way that he actually really enjoys, and people don't dare to do because they think, oh, he's not going to like it. Of course he is. He's a goof. Tom loves a fun time, you know. So my relationship with him it's a mirror up to Benji and Ethan for sure.
Why is the final reckoning the culmination of the theatrical experience?
Because it has everything. I mean, you look at the scope, the scale, the emotion. It is a movie. You know, I make movies for the big screen, for audiences. I don't want people to watch the film. I want them to experience it and participate in cinema. And that's why, look, I love going to the movie theaters. I love the popcorn. I love seeing a big screen experience with strangers, but we're all unified in this experience of watching a movie. The sound, the scale of the movie, it is an epic film, and they're going to see stuff that they've never seen before. Look, I'm excited. Anything that's going to promote cinema. You know, that's the Academy is something that should be there to promote cinema and allow people to understand, what we are and what we do. And I like the wide range of films and anything. I have a wide range of taste in movies, and so many filmmakers that I admire, and I like to see everybody get recognized. We are not revealing what's in this film. Whatever you see in TV clips, trailers, I'm not showing anything. You know, we're going, you have to see this film and experience it. We are not going to let it. You're going to have to see it. So when people sit down, they're going to be like, we did not give anything away.
I think the stakes are a lot higher in this movie. You know, we're really talking about humanity. We're talking about saving, you know, the world. And we're really at the brink in this battle with technology and so forth. So it really is a story about, you know, humanity and saving the world. It really pushed me to get out of my own way, you know, as an actor, and really just trust the process. You know, they keep me on my toes. And it's not easy to film a high intense movie. So I'll never forget the experiences I've had.